Hi, Julie here with Paper Bead Crafts, and today I'm doing part 3 of my first quilling for the first time videos. And I've already done all the snowflakes, so this one is going to be part 3, and today I'm going to try to make this. So first off, I'm just going to go ahead and make some of my teardrops, and then I'm going to try the eyes. And so I'll put my snowflakes away. It's going to take me just a minute. I know I won't be needing these. Put my earrings away. And put these away. I don't need those for now. I don't think I'm going to need this either, because I'm going to be basing everything on the same size as the previous, this snowflake. Okay. So I'm going to try, I already know how to make the teardrops, so I'm going to go ahead and make some eyes. And I'm going to use the same strips of quilling paper I have. I'm not following their instructions on the bottom here. It says 4" by 1/8 inch. I'm just going to use the full 11" so that way I can make them bigger. And because I have a feeling this would end up really small. So I'm going to go ahead and cut some of my strips. Now I've never made an eye. I never made an eye, and I never made a heart or a V scroll. So this ought to be interesting. In this video, I'm going to try to make all 3 of those shapes. And basically what I'll do is I'll practice on the camera. My very first tries. Again, I'm learning. I don't know how many strips I have, but I can get more if I need them. Got my glue. Grab my pin to open it back up. And one thing that I find does actually help a little bit is putting a dab of glue on a piece of paper and using my needle tools to dip just the end of it into it. So I'm going to do that also. Actually, with the eyes, you do need the glue, but not with the hearts or the hearts or the V scrolls. So I'm going to go ahead and do an eye first. And here's my ring, the same ring I'm going to use that I have been using. And grab my paper bead roller. Okay. Dum da dum da dum da dum da dum. Dum da dum da dum. As we roll, as we roll. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll make one on camera, and then I'll shut the camera off and make the other 5. So I'm rolling that up just like that. And I've been picking them up with my left hand, using my forefinger to grab a hold of it, lift it up, and that way it holds its shape. I'm holding it like that, and I push that up a little bit. I grab my needle tool, stick just the very end, and put a dot right there. You need barely a dot. And then you hold it there until it's stuck, about 5-10 seconds. In fact, you can just put it down like this until you're actually ready to shape it, to let it dry. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to roll a second one. Just like I did with the teardrops, I made all my round coils first, and then after they dried, I went back and formed them into the shapes I wanted it to be, which was the teardrop. This time I think I do it similar to the teardrop, but I squeeze both ends, opposite ends, instead of just one side. I believe that's the way you're supposed to make the eyes. They show here on this piece of paper that the end of the paper ends about halfway. See right there? So I'm going to try that, see what happens. See if it makes any difference. Okay, and then take it and put it into my circle, and then grab it with my pointer finger, pick it up so that it doesn't change shape. Grab my needle tool, put the end in, and dab the glue. Just neat enough to hold it there. Hold it down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up the first one I made, because that should be dry by now, and I'm going to go ahead and make a teardrop. Well, let's try it on one end first. Squeeze it, flip it over, and do the other side. Not a bad eye. Look at that. It worked. So I guess that's how you do the eyes. Okay, pick up the second one. Again, squeeze one side, flip it over, pull that a little away, and squeeze the other side. Okay, so I'm going to come back as soon as I get the rest of them done. Okay, so if you were watching my video part 2, you saw me make these teardrops. Yes, they're teardrops. Okay, but if you've missed part 1 and 2, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to roll one of these teardrops right on camera, so that way you can see how I did that. And I'm going to follow along with what the picture shows me. Again, it looks like they pinched it, you know, so that the end is on the side. So I'm just going to go ahead and make one, so that way you'll know how it's made if you missed part 1 and 2. If you want to see part 1 and 2, just go ahead and look for my first time quilling, and then my first time quilling part 2. And this one is my first time quilling part 3. Okay, so almost there. Get to the end. And I'm using the same ring right here. I drop it into the ring and let it expand. Pick it up with my forefinger, making sure it stays put. Again, I put the glue on just like I did with the eye. And then while I'm holding it down, I'm going to go pinch only one end. And instead of letting the coil dry a little bit, that's what I basically did, is I held down the end and I pinched it. Just like that. There we go. So you can see it. And that one is a really nicely formed teardrop. Okay, so I have my 6 teardrops and I have my 6 eyes. The next piece I'm going to try to make is, I think, the V coil I'm going to try to make next. So that one, it looks like, and I'm going to try it with the long one and see if it works, because it says all 4 of them on this piece of paper are 4 inches. All of them are 4 inches. Well, since I'm starting with the long ones, I'm just going to do it this way and see what happens. So, according to this, I read online where this is at, AuntAnnie.com. If you want to go there, they tell you how to roll these, and I saw this on a video too. So I'm going to go with the V scroll. So basically, you bend this in half, and apparently there is no glue involved in actually curling or rolling the V scroll. Okay, and then you take your bead roller. Let's hope this works. It's supposed to go outward. And it looks like it's not all the way. So I'm just going to roll it. And I think at some point, maybe an inch away from that fold, you let it go and let it do what it wants. Like right about there. I'm thinking that would be about right. I'm hoping. Like I said, I'm just learning how to do this. Take it off, turn it around, and go the other way. All right, one way I can tell whether or not I'm on the right track is I'm going to compare my size of my eyes to the ones that are on the actual piece of paper and see if that looks right. A little bit more. Right there. Okay, pull it off and let it go. Oh, how pretty. How pretty. But I don't know if that's the right size. Let me check the eyes. I think these eyes are a little bit smaller than the paper. Oh, definitely. All right. Well, we'll see. I'm hoping these V scrolls are going to be correct. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to roll the rest of these V scrolls and be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I have made 6 hearts, but this one seems to be kind of wonky. So I'm going to try to do this one over again. So you unroll it and just roll it back up. Basically, what I discovered is I got to be a little bit closer to the crease in the center. A little bit closer, like that. And then let it go. So I'm going to unroll the second half. See, it's actually kind of forgiving from what I've learned watching videos and stuff. Okay. Almost there. Okay. So the hearts, I'm going to fuss with them a little bit when I get to this point of having to put them together. But it's according to this, the eyes go in the center, and I'm going to assemble them like I did the teardrops. So let's move all these aside, because I don't need them right now. And I don't need the hearts right now. So move those aside. And what I need are my little eyeballs. Eyeballs. Okay. So this ought to be interesting. Let's see if I can make sure that all my little coils are going in the same direction. Not that it really matters. It's just nice to be consistent. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing these together. Grab another spot of glue. And I'm going to try what I did last time, putting 3 together. Starting with 2. And holding it there. Hold it there, hold it there, hold it there. Yes, this is kind of boring. Just to hold, yeah, you're sitting here watching me hold it there. Okay, leave it alone. And then pick up the third one. I'm going to apply glue to where it needs to go, right here. And I'm doing the 2 sets of 3, just like I did with the teardrops that you might have seen in part 2. Okay, hold that there. Okay, then I'm going to do this one. Right here. And then this one right here. Whoa. So because of the way the teardrops are shaped, I can see that I'm not going to have a flat section. So this could be a little tricky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do this end and then bring it over to this end. Hopefully they'll fall into place. I just want to let these dry a little bit so they don't come undone when I go to glue them together. So let me make these into a position where they can be squeezed together. And without picking it up, I'm going to go ahead and smear the glue there. Yes, I'm getting it on the cork. It's a big deal. Okay. Let that sit a little bit. Again, I want to make sure that there's no gap in the center. See, there's no gap in this center. I want to make sure there's no gap in the center of mine. Okay, so one more joint. All right. Bring that together and hold it. Okay, so the next one looks like I'm going to be using the hearts. That'll be interesting. And the hearts go on these points here. All right. Let's move these strips out of the way since I don't need them. Let's make some room here. I don't need this. I don't need this. Don't know if I need the tweezers. Don't need this right now. And let's move this pin way out of my way. And I'm letting this sit a little bit. And I've got all these hearts, 6 of them. So they're going to go like here. We'll see how it goes. This one looks like it needs to be tighter a little bit. So I'm going to play around with this one while it dries. Yeah, I need my bead roller. I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go ahead and just tighten it all the way to the point. Right there, like that. And let it go. Come on, get in there. I tried making myself a quilling tool that's like those that you see online, and I didn't like the way mine came out, so I'm gonna order them. Okay. I like having proper tools. And since people already out there make them. Okay, so this heart's a little weird again. I'm going to try gluing that right there. But first of all, I'm going to do a dry fit on all of them. Make sure they're all going to fall into place correctly. Those are a little far apart, aren't they? Right there. It's supposed to be forgiving. Okay, let's try this one there. And this one here. and the hearts are not touching each other. On this piece of paper, the hearts are not touching each other. So I'm not going to require them to touch each other. And they are all a little bit, this one's not quite coiled enough. So let's do this one over. See, I'm learning. So it's my first attempt at this particular snowflake. Bring it all the way up to the corner. Let it go. And bring this one all the way up also to the fold. Let it go. Okay. And then reshape it a little bit. And let's apply some glue to the center. Looks like it should go here and here. Yep, that's correct. Just hold it there until it's done. And you know, if you were watching part 2, I had mentioned that I didn't have any tacky glue from Aleene's. Well, I looked in my adhesives to see if that was true, and you know what? It wasn't. I actually do have some. I bought some small bottles. I bought a few small bottles. I got this type and the regular and a pen type, but I put those away and I've got this one. So let's try if this is any better. Put that there. See if that does any better with the tack. Okay. Alright, so let's try the next one. In fact, I'm going to do the opposite side. That looks pretty good there. And I'm going to smear the glue here and here. And then I'm going to bring this up to this and hold it there for a second. Whoa, sorry about that. I hit the camera. Okay, next one. Move it so that this is away from me, right there. Move this here. And again, my needle tool with the Aleene's. Smear it there. And right there. And bring this to it. And hold it. Yep, that seems to hold it fast. Okay, next one. Gonna be this one. Put glue there. Put glue there. Hold it. Well, that one's not holding. Let's try that again. Snowflakes are not perfect, so if this one's a little off, it'll still, I think it'll still look good. Okay, next one. Right here, I'm going to do that one next. And I'm going to recoil this one. So if any of you know of any good pattern sites where I can find other people's patterns that I can try to give as gifts, put them in the comments below. I'll check them out. Perhaps I will get permission from the designer and do one of them on video. I didn't bother getting permission, but I'm not selling anything. This is new to me, and Aunt Annie's is a good website. You can go check that out. That's where I got mine, AuntAnnie.com. That's where I got this. And because it's free and it gives them traffic, I felt it would be okay to use it because I'm not selling anything. And I'm giving them traffic. Because right now you cannot find anything about quilling on my paper bead website. It's but you can find the paper bead rollers there. Just nothing about quilling. Because quilling is so new to me. I mean, I've seen it and been wanting to do it for years, but now I'm actually doing it. Okay. Alright, so let's see if I can get that glued in. And hold it there, and hold it there, and hold it there. So I don't know whether or not you guys like it when I do the whole section or not on camera, my mistakes and all. But I figured, you might as well see my mistakes. Hopefully you can learn from them and not do them yourself. I'm going to re-scroll this one too. So that's the lesson on this particular snowflake. Go ahead and when you're doing the hearts, do it all the way. Roll them all the way to the fold. Okay, and then the other side. All right. I've been looking for software so I can design my own with drag and drop images and stuff to lay them out. Haven't been able to find anything like that. So if you know of any software out there that exists for designing your own quilling designs, I would love to know. All right, so I'm going to add this here. Okay, so we have all 6 hearts on. I'll give this just another 15-20 seconds to to dry, and then I'll try adding the V scrolls. Hopefully the V scrolls will work the way I'm hoping. Okay, so that looks actually pretty good. All right, so V scrolls, they go between the hearts. Huh, looks like they're not the same. I think I made them too long. But you know what? That's okay. I'm gonna deal with it. Let's see what they look like. All put in. Just gonna do it my way. Yeah, if I do it this way, that ought to work. Ooh, that'll be pretty. And then, when I'm done with the V's, I add the teardrops to here. But I'm gonna go the other way around. Like that. Well, we'll see how it goes. The V's, I think I'm going to shorten them up. The V's, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just tuck them down as far as they'll go. Alright. And you know what? This corkboard is driving me bananas. But I'm not going to get rid of it. Okay. So the first one's first. Let's see if I can just tuck this all the way down inside, like that. That's not really how it's supposed to be in the picture. Well. But that's the way I'm going to do it. Alright, so I'm going to put this glue here and glue here and tuck it down between. Secure them to the heart. It is what it is. Okay, where's my glue? I think I'm going to use this one this time. Maybe not. Okay, let's turn this. Next V. Hold that there just for a few seconds. Yeah, that holds fairly fast. Okay, turn this around. Grab the next V. Almost there. This cork is driving me crazy. I think it's time I get rid of the cork. Okay, almost there. Bye, cork. It drove me crazy. There. I'll pick it up later. Okay. See, now these slide easily. I got 2 more V's to go. You know what? I am going to grab a different piece of paper, though, so you can see what I'm doing. I got pretty blue paper. Okay. All right, isn't that better? Okay, let's get this show on the road and get this done. Okay. And if it sticks to it, well, I won't let that happen. And I lost my pen. That's good. Okay, let's use Eileen's. Okay, next V. V scroll, that's what it's called. V scroll. Okay, stick that down in there and hold it. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. And it sticks to the paper. I know I'm supposed to be using wax paper, but right now I don't know where it is. So, this is what I'm using. Oh, it's... Okay. Okay, and this is my last V scroll. Stick that in there. And then stop it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start with the these things. So it looks like I'm going to need more glue on the V scrolls to make them stay. I'm thinking here. But for now, almost there. Not a bad for a first try, this type of snowflake. Come on, stay there. Boy. Needle tool. And it is sticking. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to trade this blue paper out for red plastic. So that way it won't stick. Alright. Put the paper aside, and I'll use the paper later on in quilling. I think that'll work just fine. Okay, so let's bring this down closer to me, and I still have 3 teardrops to go. Let's get this done. All right. Hopefully this will work. Just hold it there. That is the drawback of filming these, making you sit while watching. Okay, let's do the next one. All right. Almost there. This one ended up being kind of a big snowflake, but again, I'm going to save it for my own Christmas tree. Then I have this one. See, this one needs a little bit of work, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on my needle tool. Nope, it's dried up already. Okay, needle tool. And I'm going to roll up this scroll a little bit. Put some glue right there and glue it down. And I think what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to go ahead and glue all those spots down so everything stays put together. Like this side also. That brings it together a little bit better. And then I'm going to put this last teardrop on. Boy, this one is really pretty. Okay, so off camera, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue the rest of these together. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing. These are a little loose, and to make them tighter, I'm putting a little bit of glue in between here, just like that, just right in there. And then I'm taking a clean needle tool and grabbing it by the center and pushing it down. And I'm holding it there for a few seconds until it stays. That's basically what I'm doing to hold them down. So this one still needs to be done. So I take my other needle tool, take some of the glue off. Again, place some glue in there. And the idea is to have this outer shell stick to here. Yeah, I have a lot of these needle tools. This is what the needle tools look like without their housing. This one didn't quite make the cut, so it's mine. I'm keeping it, adding it to my supply of tools. The reason why I didn't make it is because this shows. But that's what's inside of here, believe it or not. It's wood. So if you want to get these needle tools, they come with a set of 5 adjustable length split pin paper bead rollers or the rainbow filigree slotted paper bead rollers that I sell. That's how you get those. But I figure everyone's selling needle tools that sells tools. So, you know, that's why I don't sell them separately. Okay, so I'm doing the next one. Taking my clean needle tool, grabbing a hold of that coil, and holding it down. This will make the whole ornament that much more sturdy. hold it for 10 or 15 seconds, and move on to the next. So that's basically what I'm going to do with the rest of them, and that's it. I am done with this particular lesson, and parts 1, 2, and 3 are done. And the next time you see me, they will all be like part 4, part 5, part 6, while I'm in the process of learning and using other people's designs. I'll tell you where I get the designs, I'll provide the links. And when I get my tools, I'm thinking maybe next Friday I might have my tools. Whenever I get it, I'll do an unboxing right on the camera and pull out each tool one at a time and go through them. And then the next videos after that, I will focus on one tool at a time, I think, or at least that's what I'm thinking, what will happen. Okay, and if you want to be notified when I add more videos to my channel, just hit the subscribe button and the little bell. Make sure you click on that. And until next time, thank you for watching and have a great day. Goodbye. Oh, okay, I am actually done with the snowflake. And again, I thought I'd show it to you in its full glory. Not bad for a first try making those little shapes. Okay, now I'm done. Have a great day. Goodbye. Okay, so I thought that I would do one more little clip and then I'll say goodnight or goodbye. After I got done making this snowflake, I decided to make another one and coil them a little bit tighter so it looks a little bit better, it's a little bit more sturdy, and well, that's it. I just wanted to make sure that this is my second one like this, and I think it did come out a little bit better. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.